Welcome and thank you for joining us on Like Nobody's Business. We are here in the breathtaking top of the world restaurant here at the Stratosphere Tower, 1,000 feet above the Las Vegas Strip, and enjoying this beautiful scenery here at the Stratosphere. June is National Public Safety Month, and it's no secret that Las Vegas has faced its fair share of tragedy in the past year, and who better to have on the show today with us than Deputy Fire Chief and Emergency Manager for Clark County, John Steinbeck. He's here today to talk to us about how the public safety landscape has really changed in Las Vegas and the entire state. Chief Steinbeck, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I know that you've been in your position for a long time, and 1 October was a real tragedy for you, as it was for the entire state of Nevada and all of us. Can you talk to us a little bit about how that has changed the public safety landscape?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously we've looked at over the years all of the different tragedies that have happened throughout the country, in Colorado, in Florida, in Boston, and we always knew that we weren't immune to that, but it's really different once you have something like that happen. So the preparation was in place, as it has to be anywhere in the nation. There was a lot of work for it, but now that it's happened, as everybody felt within the whole community, it's just a different feeling. I mean, we're now on the list of cities that we never wanted to be part of. And for us not to look at that and see how we can make our community even safer. I think we have a very safe community as it is, but how we can't learn from that and make it any safer would not be doing our job. So we're definitely doing in-depth after-action reporting from the 1 October event and incident, and making sure that we get better.
Yeah, I can only imagine what kind of plans and what kinds of things that you're doing and strategies that you're implementing, and thank you for your service, by the way. I would be remiss if I didn't thank you, because I know you and the other agencies really worked hard to collaborate together on the 1 October event, so we really appreciate that. Can you talk a little about that collaboration?
Yeah, absolutely. So really there's a full community collaboration, and the 1 October, what we did very well was a unified command between police and fire. That was done at a very efficient level, and rescue task forces that included police and fire members both, to make sure that the medical aid got there as quickly as possible. Not saying that it wasn't chaos, it was absolute chaos, and you're trying to bring order to that chaos. Those efforts that had started back, really you could trace it back to 2009, really helped us out a lot on the 1st of October.
And moving forward, what kind of plans do Nevada and Southern Nevada in particular have in place for public safety moving forward, and what types of situations do those cover?
So we follow, so if you look at the National Response Framework, all the way down to the state's plans, all the way down to Clark County's emergency operations plans, and then some of the more specific tactical plans like Metro's MACTAC plan and the complementary plan that fire has, which is the hostile MCI plan. We have a lot of plans in place, not only for an incident like 1 October, but also anything ranging from floods to earthquakes to fires to anything that you could possibly imagine that might come up as an emergency for our visitors and our residents here. It's my job to make sure there's a plan in place and that it's revised, that it's exercised, and that it works.
Now, Chief Steinbeck, tell us, as you know, the Las Vegas Metro Chamber of Commerce represents all of the businesses in Las Vegas and Southern Nevada. What are some key emergency preparedness plans that we could share with our members moving forward?
So, the businesses, it's a partnership. I mean, a lot of people talk about the public-private partnership, but it really is a key. We just can't work without the other entity, and so the businesses we really try to work with quite a bit, as much as possible. So there's everything from business continuity plans, because if you take a look at how communities recover from disasters, life safety is far and above the most important thing. But once you get past the life safety portion of an emergency or disaster. Next, you have to have that infrastructure in place. You know, can people drive? Is there power? Do they have their cell phones? Can they get on the internet? Do they have water? Do they have those things? That's going to help you recover. The very next thing is our businesses. Do people have a place to go back to work? Do people have the services that they need to go ahead and survive? Because there's limited supplies within the valley. Everything runs off of those businesses, far beyond the government. And so the continuity of operations planning is very important for every one of our businesses, from our largest resorts all the way down to our very smallest single operating businesses. You have to have a plan that if there's an emergency, where are you going to go ahead and operate out of? How are you going to do your payroll if you lose your data system? How are you going to, if a key personnel, if it's just a fire within your own business, what is your insurance? What's your recovery plan? Who's responsible for what? Do you know what public safety agencies provide what? That all needs to be done in a continuity of operations plan, and we can assist with that.
Well, that's what I was going to ask next. If I'm a small business in Southern Nevada, what resources, where should be my first stop to go to find out exactly what I should do to be more prepared?
The first stop is ready.gov. If you go to ready.gov, there's a lot of information there for both individual and business preparedness. If you have more questions after that or need more assistance, then call the emergency, your emergency management. If you live within the city limits, call the City of Las Vegas Emergency Management. If you live in unincorporated Clark County, call my office. And also all of the cities here also fall within Clark County, overreaching, but they also have the city emergency management. That'll be more than happy to assist them.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much, Chief Steinbeck, for joining us today. We really appreciate your service, and we appreciate you joining us on the show Like Nobody's Business today.
It was my pleasure. I appreciate you.
Thanks so much. Coming up next, find out how Touro University is leading the way in emergency preparedness, transforming the future of public health and safety. We'll be right back.
Whether you're a sole proprietor or have hundreds of employees, managing day-to-day operations takes work. Let Nevada State Bank work for you. We offer many tools to help you collect and pay invoices more efficiently, easily access and manage your finances, and help you protect your business from fraud. These tools may help you save time and money. To discover more about all we offer to keep your business running efficiently, visit nevadasmallbusiness.com. Nevada State Bank. It matters who you bank with.
I'm Jim Pisanelli, partner and co-founder of Pisanelli Bice, and I referred Todd Bice to City National Bank.
Jim had a pre-existing relationship with the bank. When I began to discuss financial needs, principally in the sort of wealth management realm, Jim put me in contact with someone there that he already trusted. One of the wealth management executives came up from Los Angeles and put the package together for me, made recommendations, and we've been moving forward ever since then.
This is the story of two businesses. Andy made a lemonade stand and hoped people would come. Jill did too, but she chose a team to get the word out about her lemonade stand. Jill learned early that advertising with the right team gets the best results. At Cox Media, we do this every day, helping your business grow to meet its potential. With our marketing expertise, Cox Media is your partner for advertising success. Don't let your business get left behind. Let's grow your business together. Contact Cox Media today.
Welcome back to Like Nobody's Business. I'm Mary Beth Seawald. We are here high atop Las Vegas, enjoying the fabulous view and the hospitality of the Top of the World restaurant here at the STRATOSPHERE Tower. In our next segment, our guest is Congresswoman Shelley Berkley, CEO and Senior Provost of Touro University, Nevada. welcome, Congresswoman Berkley.
Well, thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure to see you. And I am so delighted that you are now at the helm of the Las Vegas Metro Chamber. I can't imagine a better match between a person and a position. So congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me coming from you. You have been my longtime hero or heroine all these years. You've been in Congress from 1999 to 2013.
Yes.
And, you know, tell us, how has your experience really translated over into your role now as CEO at Touro?
Well, you know, I held office in one capacity or another for 30 years. So when I was no longer in office, it was really an adjustment. And sitting on my couch after the last election, trying to figure out what I am going to do with the rest of my life. What do you do when you love public service, but you don't have an office to do public service in? And then this extraordinary phone call came asking me if I'd be interested in being the CEO and senior provost of Touro University. And I told them I knew it was a medical school and physical therapy, occupational therapy, health-related programs. And I told them immediately I had no medical academic background. They said they knew that, and they still wanted to hire me. And so I agreed to do it, and I haven't looked back. This has been the most extraordinary 4 years of my life, and it's a purposeful thing to do, and we are helping to educate at Touro University the next generation of healthcare providers and educators for the state of Nevada. I love that.
Well, and likewise, you know, you could not be more perfect for your position at Touro as well, and the stars have lined up for you, so I'm just so proud and thrilled for you.
Given the fact I was a little worried about what my future held, this has been just a blessing for me. I enjoy coming to work every day, and you probably know I'm running 2 Touro schools, the one here in Southern Nevada and one in Northern California. So I spend Monday and Tuesdays usually in California, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday here at home, and we're turning out a large number of the healthcare providers that will be taking care of us in this state for many years to come.
Absolutely. Well, on that note, June is National Public Safety Month, and I know that Touro is doing a lot in regard to public safety. Can you tell us a little about some of the new programs you have?
Yes, I can, and let me just preface my remarks by saying we had 5,100 applications for our medical school. So many that we asked our accrediting body to give us permission to go from accepting 135 future doctors every year to 181. So our incoming class in August, out of the 5,100 applications, will be 181. Our physician assistant program, the only one in the state, 2,400 applications for 70 slots. We have a physical therapy doctorate. Our occupational therapy program has gone from a master's to a doctorate this year, adds another year to it. And the nursing program is going gangbusters. So all of those programs, Master of Health Science, it's a 1-year science intensive program to prepare students that may not have the science background that they need to go into our PA program or our medical school program.
To what do you attribute all of this success and the demand for students to attend Touro?
Well, healthcare is, I think, the professions of the present and the future. We have an aging population, we have an expanding population, particularly here in Southern Nevada. I mean, we're growing like gangbusters again. We don't have enough of any of these healthcare providers to care for the population that we have. So I think there is tremendous interest. All of my students, I won't say all, most of my students will have multiple job offers before they graduate. With the medical school, of course, they've got 3 more years of residency before they can actually be a doctor. So they have 4 years of medical school, 3 years of residency. The one thing we need in this state, if we're going to keep doctors here, more residency programs. And the current governor has been very supportive of that, as has the legislature.
Now, I know that Touro University unveiled its plans to open a disaster training facility this year, I think it is. It's the first in the region. Can you tell us a little about this facility?
Yes, and I'm so glad that you asked. Prior to the tragedy of October 1, we started talking about the what ifs. What if there's a natural disaster? What if there's a man-made disaster? Is this community prepared? And we have no certified disaster training program here in Southern Nevada. So we had already received the funding, a tremendous philanthropic gift from Chantal and Stephen Klubeck, who I know you know, to start one. So we received the funding before October 1st, and we are putting together our certification plan. Our students and faculty have to be certified. Then we open it up to the public. It's not only for first responders. It's not only for medical personnel. It's also for average citizens in our community that may never expect to find themselves in that position, as so many of the concert goers never in a million years expected that they would have to triage right on site. So teachers can be trained, hospitality workers can be trained, and once we're certified, we will reach out to the entire community, the Clark County School District, the Resort Association, the individual hotels, to let them know that we have this training for their employees and start bringing people to our center. The center is beautiful, and it's going to be classroom training, it's going to be tabletop training, and actual simulated disaster training, which I have observed firsthand, and it's truly amazing. But we're going to save lives, and what could be more important? I hope none of us ever experience an October 1 tragedy. Should we? Let's all be prepared.
Well, and thank you so much for your service on that front. We all know that Touro and the medical community in Las Vegas plays such a huge and vital role in the business community and the thriving of the economy here. So talk to us a little bit more about what Touro is doing in terms of what's next for you, besides, in addition to this disaster training facility.
Well, we have it's a happening little place, I have to say. Because of the expansion of our programs, we received an economic development bond from the city of Henderson to build out the rest of our facility to accommodate the growth. We're going to need larger lecture halls and all of that. That's going to bring in about $500 million worth of construction work. And now, with all the other construction in town, the cost of construction is going up, but that's okay. I'd rather pay a little more and see the full employment and just see this community that I grew up in and that I love so much and represented for so many years, really going to the next level. We have our autism center, and last month we had 435 patient visits. This is another challenge that this community has. We have our 3 mobile clinics. We're going to be launching the 3rd one, which is designed with City National Bank, gave us the resources we needed to get our 3rd mobile clinic. We're going to be going to Nevada Hands housing projects for seniors to take care of people. Our 2nd mobile clinic goes to Opportunity Village to take care of their clients that may not be able to communicate what's wrong with them but need health care services. Our 1st clinic goes to Shade Tree and US Vets, Veterans Village, Catholic Charities. So we're out there because it's very difficult if you are disadvantaged or have a serious medical issue or you're elderly. It is very difficult to find transportation to go get health care. But these are human beings that need basic health care. We are going to them, my students with a faculty supervision. And so all of these things, in addition to the Tang Simulation Center, where we have state-of-the-art equipment and simulation mannequins to train our students and actually to rent out the space to other organizations that may want to use it and can't afford to purchase the equipment. And that also was a very generous gift from Michael Tang. I am of the belief that if somebody is ever going to operate on me, I want them to have seen the inside of somebody else. And so we're going to keep our cadavers, but in addition to that, we have these extraordinary simulation tables where you could actually do dissections of a human body, and it's not a human body, but it is so lifelike and so real that my students can train on both the traditional way with cadavers, which I'm in favor of, and the more modern simulation. Right. So things are you know, I think Touro University kind of reflects the growth and development of the Metro Chamber and of our wonderful community.
Well, Congresswoman Shelley Berkley, thank you so much for your continued and ongoing service to Las Vegas and the entire state of Nevada through Touro University, Nevada. It is always such a delight to see you.
Well, I appreciate you inviting me, and I hope you have me on next year and I could talk about more things that are going on.
We absolutely will have you on probably before next year. So thank you again.
Very much. My pleasure.
Thank you so much. Up next, learn about some life-saving techniques that can actually help you in a mass casualty situation. We'll be right back.
Life's journey isn't just about what happens. At Nevada State Bank, we believe it's about who it happens with. The people who are there for I do and for welcome home. The people who are there for your growing business and the ones who are there for a lifetime. For every moment of life's journey, the people of Nevada State Bank are here for you because it matters who you spend life's moments with, and it matters who you bank with. Nevada State Bank.
This is the story of two businesses. Andy made a lemonade stand and hoped people would come. Jill did too, but she chose a team to get the word out about her lemonade stand. Jill learned early that advertising with the right team gets the best results. At Cox Media, we do this every day, helping your business grow to meet its potential. With our marketing expertise, Cox Media is your partner for advertising success. Don't let your business get left behind. Let's grow your business together. Contact Cox Media today.
I'm Jim Pisanelli, partner and co-founder of Pisanelli Bice, and I referred Todd Bice to City National Bank.
Jim had a pre-existing relationship with the bank. When I began to discuss financial needs, principally in the sort of wealth management realm, Jim put me in contact with someone there that he already trusted. One of the wealth management executives came up from Los Angeles and put the package together for me, made recommendations, and we've been moving forward ever since then.
The Nevada Broadcasters Association presents the 23rd Annual Hall of Fame Gala, honoring Rossi Rollencotter, Don Logan, and this year's Lifetime Achievement recipient, Hank Thornley, Las Vegas's first television news director and anchorman. Celebrating our 2018 Hall of Fame inductees and Foundation Scholarship recipients. It's the Nevada Broadcasters Association's Hall of Fame Gala. For tickets, visit nevadabroadcasters.org.
Welcome back to Like Nobody's Business from the top of the world restaurant here at the STRATOSPHERE Tower. I'm here with Chamber Correspondent Lauren Stuart, and she has some life-saving information to share with us today, right, Lauren?
That's right, Mary Beth. I had the pleasure of attending the Stop the Bleed training course at Sunrise Hospital, and there I was taught how to become a first responder in the event of a mass tragedy situation. Let's take a look.
Imagine being shot or stabbed. You don't die from being shot or stabbed. You die from bleeding out. Uncontrolled bleeding is the #1 cause of preventable death from trauma. Medical staff at Sunrise Hospital are teaching the community how to, quote, stop the bleed in the event of trauma at home, on the road, or during a mass casualty event. I had the opportunity to take the class and understand the importance of these life-saving tips, especially since medical services cannot enter a scene until it has been cleared by police. Potentially, turning each and every one of us into first responders.
No one wants to be a victim. No one wants to witness a tragedy, but anyone can be a hero. And if they have the tools from this program, they can save a life. So there are ABCs of stopping the bleeding. A, first of all, is to alert 911. The B is to locate the bleeding. Where is it? Is it on a limb? Is it on the torso? And the C is to compress. So we're going to apply pressure. And if it is a deep wound, you want to pack that wound with gauze, a clean shirt if that's all you have. You're going to pack that wound, and when you apply pressure, you're putting your full weight onto that wound. Now, if you have a tourniquet, then that's a wonderful thing, because a tourniquet can be applied to the limbs. And if you have a tourniquet, and there are great tourniquets out there on Amazon and places like that, a cat tourniquet is the best. You can apply that tourniquet onto the limb, and it will hurt, but you're stopping that bleeding from happening, and keep that tourniquet on until EMS arrives.
Thank you so much, Jeannie, for allowing me to be a part of today. And I will for sure be purchasing a Stop the Bleed kit. And you can attend a Stop the Bleed class at Sunrise Hospital. It is free to the public, and it is offered the fourth Monday of every month from 6 to 7 p.m.
That's great, Lauren. Stop the Bleed training courses really provide necessary and applicable emergency training to the entire community, and anyone can be a hero, right?
That's right, Mary Beth. And last, if you're doing business like nobody's business and would like to be featured on our show, reach out to me at likenobodiesbusiness@lvchamber.com.
Thanks, Lauren. Now, if you want to get involved, the Chamber is the place for you. Up next, stay tuned, because you'll find out where you can meet other successful business people and attend networking events like nobody's business and have fun doing it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Whether you're a sole proprietor or have hundreds of employees, managing day-to-day operations takes work. Let Nevada State Bank work for you. We offer many tools to help you collect and pay invoices more efficiently, easily access and manage your finances, and help you protect your business from fraud. These tools may help you save time and money. To discover more about all we offer to keep your business running efficiently, visit nevadasmallbusiness.com. Nevada State Bank. It matters who you bank with.
Thank you for watching this edition of Like Nobody's Business. And remember the Chamber's annual Washington, D.C. fly-in coming up July 15th through the 19th. For more information, you can visit lvchamber.com. A very special thank you to our presenting sponsor, Nevada State Bank, to Deputy Fire Chief and Emergency Manager of Clark County, Mr. John Steinbeck, and to Congresswoman Shelley Berkley of Touro University, Nevada. And last but not least, a very special thank you to our gracious hosts here at the STRATOSPHERE Hotel and Casino at the Top of the World restaurant. We'll see you again next time on Like Nobody's Business. I'm Mary Beth Seawald.